What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing just a simple cleaning video. So here we are in the garage. Got a new house not too long ago, so everything is kind of a mess. But that is not the mess we're going to be cleaning today. We're going to be cleaning this filthy beast because it hasn't been cleaned in about a year. So it is a custom water-cooled computer. So the only thing that's water-cooled in it right now is just the CPU. And if you're wondering what type of coolant I'm using, it is actually engine coolant. Specifically, organic acid, whatever that third letter is, or oat coolant that you'd find in American vehicles. I've been running that for 2 years, but we are not going to be going into that in this video. We're going to check that out at some other point because I've seen a lot of people saying that it damages your stuff. So they'll say it damages your pump, it damages your water block, it damages your radiators. Well, just letting you know, I've been running it for 2 years now, and this is 50-50 concentrate. So it's 50% concentrate to 50% water. But we're gonna worry about this. We're gonna worry about that later. As you can see, this thing is absolutely disgusting. If we take a look inside here, go ahead and crack this thing open. This case is a Fractal Design Define S. I bought this a few years ago. I absolutely love this case. Yeah, you get to see just how gross that thing is. And that is acrylic, so it's pretty hard to not scratch it. So I'm gonna put it somewhere not safe, but out of the way. Alright, so now getting into the guts of this computer, we have the most recent addition in here, the RTX 3070 from EVGA. This is the XC3. I don't believe it's the Ultra, but this thing has been serving me pretty well. This has been in here since, I believe, August of last year, so about a year. You can see that it's pretty gross, and yeah, this computer needs some cleaning. It needs a little bit of love. You can see that I've got my Corsair fans up here. These are just the Airflow 120s, nothing crazy there. They have a little bit of RGB, but nothing crazy. And then we got the EVGA 850 GQ. I love this power supply. Haven't had it. Ugh, that's gross. Haven't had an issue with this power supply yet. Haven't ran into any problems. And as you can see in here, we have a little spider friend. Sorry, buddy, you're getting evicted. So, what am I going to be using to clean this? Not the little electric blower that I had in my how to clean a GPU video. If you want to see that, that's going to be right up here in this area. Instead, we're going to be using my air compressor. Don't mind the TV. We're going to be using my air compressor. Why? Because I can. This is my stuff. If I break it, that's on me. But I'm going to use the air compressor. I know a lot of people say, oh, don't use an air compressor, you'll blow liquid into it. This has been sitting since yesterday, which is probably not good, at 150 psi. It's a little dusty. This should be more than plenty. I just picked up a new nozzle attachment so I can blow all the dust out of my computer, because that was much cheaper than buying another $60 electronic blower that was just going to die again after a month of use. But yeah, we're gonna get right up in there and we're gonna clean this nasty sucker out. This is actually the first time it's been opened in about a year, so getting a really good look as to what's going on. So just going to make this a very simple video, going to just put you guys on a stand and just going to show you the process. And while I'm at it, while I'm in here, I'm also going to throw in this 970 EVO from Samsung. I just picked this up at Best Buy yesterday, and really looking forward to that. Looking forward to replacing my 870 SATA QVO. So that should be a nice bump in performance as well. And I might as well top off my coolant a little bit with some water. Yeah, just gonna get it up there before it starts making a trickling sound. As you can see, it's right at that level where it's just barely poking into the water, so it's getting pretty low. And that's just from permeation with the vinyl here. But so far everything is looking good. I don't see anything that's broken. If I did have anything that was broken, I probably would have known a long time ago, but looks like everything is fine. So, let's get to it and make this nasty pig clean. But before we get into that, I want to show you guys something pretty cool that I did with an old surround sound that I had. Just an analog. I think it has some sort of digital input, but I could be wrong on that. Yeah, it's all analog. So just a, I'm not even sure what brand this is. I got this like 15 years ago, but it's been rocking. But that's not the cool part. What the cool part is this little $7 speaker, this little $7 Bluetooth speaker that I bought from Walmart. But that's still not the cool thing. So let's go ahead, turn this on, I said. Really crank the volume up because I like to control the audio with my phone, and you're gonna see why in a second. And I actually did a little bit of magical stuff in the back here. So I actually found the leads on how to get the direct audio out from the PCB off of this. I don't remember how to do it because this was about a year, or not even a year ago. This was about, I want to say 6 months ago that I did this, and it's been rocking pretty great. Watch this.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
And that connects right to my phone. And yes, I am filming with a phone. It's my old phone. But if I go ahead and let's do a little bit of crab rave, just to show you that that this thing's cranking. And that's not on this little speaker. That's all over there, over there, over there, over there, over there, and then this acts as a subwoofer. And it gets even louder. If I crank it too loud, my neighbors are gonna complain. So yeah, a little bit of entertainment while I'm cranking away at this, because I'm gonna throw on some music and I don't want to get copyright striked or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in now that I showed you a little bit of cool stuff that I got going on. I am definitely going to catch for some flack for this one. I can't find my refill bottle anywhere, so I'm just going to send it using a watering can. Yes, I cleaned it out first, by the way. But I cannot seem to find my fill bottle. Oops. And now, since this is engine coolant concentrate, just adding more water should be fine. A little bit of a pro tip: if you don't want to pre-mix your own coolant, you can use car coolant. You can use a little bit of antifreeze in there. I've been running it for 2 years and I've had no problem since September of, let's see, I'm actually curious now. When was the last time I used regular coolant? Anyways, I believe it was September of 2021 that I originally put the engine coolant in there, and it is now August of 2023, so far, no problems. And this is all just the cheapest stuff that I could possibly find, including the water block and the pump housing. I got those off of AliExpress. Oh, and the radiators too. I only paid about 20 bucks each for the radiators. But yeah, so far so good. Time to hook the power back up and clean out the power supply from the bottom without taking it out, because I guarantee that thing is absolutely filthy as well. But coolant is topped off. Hard drive, new SSD installed, NVMe, for once, for the first time ever for me. This is my first time using a non-SATA drive, so I'm curious to see how it goes. I am going to be making that my boot drive, so make sure you guys stick around for that video. I'm going to clone my boot disk, which is a Linux partition, onto here and then expand that drive, because I have a 1 terabyte in there right now, so I'm going to have to extend the drive and extend the partition, make sure that everything is it's recognizable. So the reason I'm doing this is because I can. That's really as far as it goes. And because I wanted to. I wanted a little bit more storage. I'm not even anywhere near full on my 1 terabyte, but I felt like a 2 terabyte NVMe would give me faster boot times and just help my system run a little bit faster. Even though it's kind of at that placebo territory right now and not entirely necessary. And if you're curious about the specifications on this computer, it is a Ryzen 7 3700X, an RTX 3070 non-TI. Oh god, that is gross. It is a 3070 non-TI. It is XC3, not the Ultra. And so far, this thing is absolutely amazing. I love this card. It keeps up with all my games, and yes, you can game on Linux. I will show you how to. Just stay around. I promise I'll get the video out. I promise at some point I will make the video. But it just turns out that there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen, but for you guys, I'm going to try to make it easy so everybody can follow along. Or, even better yet, I might just put an install script on my GitHub page. Alright, let's get this nasty thing all... There we go, that looks much better. And the other side as well. Alright, there we go. That's clean now. Time to get inside the power supply a little bit. Alright, awesome. Looks like we are now clean and ready to get fully put back together. Aside from the side window, because that thing is also gross, and it's acrylic, so it's easy to scratch. So how am I going to clean that? I have some of these sanitizing wet wipes here that are a very light and fluffy material. So it's not porous, or it's not very harsh. It's a very fine texture. It's like it feels almost like microfiber to a little bit of extent, but I think it's just cotton, because it just tears apart pretty easily. So we're gonna get a fresh sheet of that and just wipe this nasty thing off, inside and out. And there's all my stickers that I, for some reason, feel the need to keep. Even though the only person that is going to see the components in this, in person anyways, is myself. Alright, now that we got all of our stuff wiped up. Ew. That looks pretty gross. So I'm going to polish it up with a microfiber towel, because I forgot that alcohol slightly melts acrylic. Alright, now we're just going to polish it up with force. There we go, much better than it was. This acrylic has been scratched for years already, so I don't really see that it's too much of a problem for it to be a little scratched still, because I've just gotten used to it at this point, but now at least it's not gross. Alright. Now all we gotta do is throw it back on the desk and fire her up. Alright, now for the moment of truth. And I already got the power supply plugged in, turned on, all the things in the back connected. Let's go. Uh-oh. PWM. Scares me every time. There it goes. That looks significantly better. And there we are. And forgive my desk, it's absolutely disgusting and filthy and disorganized. But that's gonna change soon. And look at that, we're right into my boot drive. Awesome. Well guys, that'll be it for this video. It was just a quick one, just something minor that needed to be taken care of quickly. And I felt like taking you guys along for the ride. If you guys like this type of video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. This is Arch, and I will see you, in the next video.